this so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
You better be afraid of me. Check 37.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 55, come on.
I'll go special. I'll go special. Get up for signal.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Ooh, with a juke. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 21st touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Move the team.
On 1st down, Wilson. Left side completion to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That good for 22 and a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
26, Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Got it.
A 2-yard loss brings up
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They begin with a run by Smith. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Browns.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
51 to mine. 51 to mine. Hey, come on, now.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Mayfield on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. These two teams all tied after 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
14.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You know, has to be really happy after that play. The offensive line, to be able to create space in that situation when everything's jammed in and everyone knows you're going to run it, that's a big time play.
Because you're probably just thinking, hey, let's get to the 4 or 5 and get some breathing room, right?
That's all you're asking for. That's all your punter's asking for. Instead, he's not necessary now.
2nd and 12.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, 0. Be ready. Be ready. Zebra.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
26 Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Wilson now on third down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they got it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Luke Kuechly able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to force it into his receiver, Landry, and now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Play fake. Mayfield. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ricky. Hey, alert 3. Check your hot read. 95. 26 Mike. Alert.
Here's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Easy.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw is Wilson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Point it right. Hey, let's go. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, Haywood.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield buying time to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Mayfield steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up first.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
14, got it. We got double up.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 35 on second down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down,
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Do it. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
25.
Check nickel.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 46-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Give them 32 on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Come on, D! Mike, 50. Alert, 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 alert! Target.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I can put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Dancing to his left. To Gordon, out left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4.
Mike, ready? Let's go. Check, 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to...
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Olivier Vernon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Wilson. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So that one will be accepted.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
So Wilson will head to the sideline, and on comes Steven Hauschka for the field goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it. Yeah. I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mayfield down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
They run. Chubb. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Regular. 180.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Escaping the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be second down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now Wilson. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. And he's got it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now This game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
180! 59! Rip left, rip left!
Now Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line. Today's final score.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.